you a sentence you could use the word in. I grew up watching boxing with my dad and grandfather. Now listen, this is just a pure definition of what boxing is. Google it right now. This is going to be the first thing you see. Let's read it again. The sport or practice of fighting with the fist, but fighting nonetheless, especially with padded gloves and a roped square ring according to prescribed rules. Now, if that doesn't, grab you, you can look at other definitions. So I grabbed the Wikipedia definitions, which normally gives you the background and everything that there is to know about something. And this is what Wikipedia had to say. Check this out. Boxing, also known as Western boxing or pugilism.
I'm whooping his ass. No, bro, don't play with your food. Because guess what? One of these days, bro, it's gonna come back and haunt him.
Yep.
And he gonna play with his food and he gonna end up getting clipped in the 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th round and be asleep.
Big facts.
We got GMT Sports in the building. Slick 50, what up?
What's good? What's happening? What's happening, everybody?
What's up? What's
I'm
up?
a big
What's up?
dog.
Nothing.
All right, so we're talking about, the Terrence Crawford interview, you know what I mean? And the meaning behind it. You know what I mean? My 919 and Heavy say that nigga got caught capping. I say, nah. You know what I mean? He just saying that boxing is not really about slugging. How you feel?
But it went in and out on me. What was that again?
All right, so 919 and Heavy.
913.
913.
My fault, bro. 913. I keep calling you 919. I don't know why I keep saying that. My bad. Oh, that's from the fucking game I was playing earlier. My bad, bro. 913 is on some, and Heavy is on some. Crawford was capped, nigga, because the definition of boxing is fighting. I'm on some shit like, yeah, that's the actual definition, but I think what he's really trying to say is that real boxing enthusiasts don't want to see slugfest. How you feel?
No, that's not. No, I don't think that's what he was saying, man. I think the man said what he wanted to say. This ain't the first time he tried to come at the fans and YouTubers and things like that. And my thing was about it, I just did a live about it. Don't group everybody together. But guess what? Even if it's some that you don't like, you got to put a bit of respect on their name, whether a fanboy, casual, or whatever, because social media will keep boxing alive. It's not even your the person you signed to. It's not a Top Rank. It's not none of them. It's not even ESPN ain't advertising your fight to the day of. All right. The only one that's doing right, and you got to be a boxing purist, is DAZN. Okay, to even get that. PBC with Amazon, and they don't never advertise nothing they got going on. Okay, without YouTube, TikTok, and the people who really give a damn about it, niggas wouldn't know nothing. How many times I done seen, I come here to know what's going on in boxing. That's what they say. I come here to know what's going on in boxing because they can't go nowhere else. So I felt it was highly disrespectful to say people got YouTube or they got their podcast and think they know what they're talking about. Just because you ain't never stepped in the ring, it's people that had 10 amateur fights and they damn good trainers, or it's people that goddamn me, like me. Goddamn me, the streets had me, and I already made a video about that whole story about that. The streets got a hold of me though, but that me I lost love for the sport where I wasn't gonna give a fuck about it and just talk shit. You think, and then on top of that, like I said, you think people pay for all these aesthetics to look nice and make a show or even travel to these scrums, and what people don't know, we don't even get paid for that. So you have to love it. You know what I'm saying? You have to love what you do. My biggest thing was out of the whole thing was, he sat there and contradicted himself. He tried to say what the definition of boxing was. The definition of boxing is not boxing. Boxing is a word that has no definition. When you look at the definition of boxing, it describes two people doing what? Fighting. It even mentions fighting. It doesn't say they're boxing. It doesn't say they're doing any of that. Like I said, I read up on this shit. The original word for boxing is pugilism. You understand me? It's from 600 something. I can't remember the exact date. I know it was in BC and it got associated in the Olympics. I got a whole book behind me about that shit. Shout out to Queensberry, gave it rules. Shout out to WBC for putting the 10-point system in. Shout out for WBC instituting a whole lot. I got a whole book on this shit, the evolution of boxing, right? But the boxing is more of a style now. You got to understand that when you guys sit there and watch ESPN and they study saying, what's the fight card, right? I'm a fighter. You hear, as a fighter, you hear the ex-fighters that's commentating saying, when I fought. They're not saying when I boxed. They're not saying that. So to get mad at the casuals for looking at them as fighters, that's not our fault. That's not YouTubers' fault. That's not the podcasters' fault. Right? You can't group everybody together on that. And for him to do that, I think it was highly disrespectful. I think, and you know, and it's like it's not his first time doing that. And I get that he's not a person that like to do interviews and things like that. But it's crazy that, and I'm gonna say it, you'll do a sit down with interviewers that don't give a fuck about boxing, but you won't sit down with the ones that will.
I can't even argue with that, bro. That's big facts. You would know better than any of us.
Big facts.
And I completely agree. And like, and for me, because I agree 100% with what Slick just said. But for me, it was for Bud directing the fans to look up the definition of boxing, and for you to say that and be completely wrong. You know what I mean? That's what probably touched me a little bit. You know what I mean? Pause. Or
what got me
a little bit.
What got me is when he contradicted himself. Right after he said that, he got to talking about their fans don't understand when we get in there, we could die. And then he said, when I get in there, when fighters get in there and we're fighting, he didn't say when us boxers get in there and we start boxing.
Boxing, yeah. Talking about what they gonna say when Tank fight Shakur instead of when Tank box Shakur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
See, right there, I don't think that's a bad point, bro. I think that's a fair point. I agree with that.
But it's a fight, though, bro.
When I say a fight, I do say that. Like, I want to see Tank box Shakur. I don't say I want to see him fight. I mean, I agree with that.
But that's the thing about a purist. Like me, how many times I've been on here, Tio done got on me. A lot of people, like, you know, he has a boxing style. And I understand he's going to come box. I've said it. This isn't called KOs. This is called boxing. But see, I am a aficionado. I consider myself a purist. I could look at a boxer and say he's a boxer. Everybody that man named, I even named on the live. And all the great ones get criticized. You understand me? Until they learn how to mix it up. From your Mayweathers to everybody he named, Ali, even him. They're boxers. They don't go in there looking for the KO. If the KO come, I'm taking it. Other than that, if it don't come, fuck it. I'm not forcing it.
And a lot of the times,
it's kind of contradictory though. Don't you think it's kind of contradictory though when you say, okay, yeah, I can lose my life when I get in the ring.
For me,
and then that's fair to say that. That's fair to say that. Okay, nigga, you fighting for your life. It's a fucking fight.
Yeah,
I fought every last boxing match, every bout I've ever had in my life. It was a fucking fight.
Right.
And for those who listen, and that's coming from a former pro fighter or boxer.
Right.
Everything was a fight. If it ain't a fight, then you need to get the fuck up out of there.
Right.
You need to take a knee, something, nigga. Nah. You know what I'm saying? What's a fair assessment is this. Shakur still has an amateur boxing style. He has not developed himself a pro boxing style. See, you can't go that far in the Olympics and that shit don't, and fight that way and fight that good for so long.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, that muscle memory. Exactly. Yeah. And he's fighting in an Olympic point system. That's all he's doing. He doesn't know how to cut off the ring. He doesn't jab as much as he needs to. Those are things that need to be worked on. Right. It's not a big deal.
Right. And I was just going to say, to be fair, it's not, the thing is about when you see a fighter with the goods. Like, I look at Shakur, he got the goods. It's just like you say, he hasn't acquired those, like the pro-like additives to his repertoire, so to speak. And it's not much. It's not much because we've seen glimpses of it with Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? You've seen glimpses of it with Jamel Herring. You saw a glimpse of it then. It's just that it has to be more consistent. Right, Oshino. It has to be a glimpse of it where he bounces out, he just dashes out too far to the point where it looks like he's running. You get what I'm saying? But
you see that Roy Jones interview?
Yeah, Roy was on point.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that later.
No, I ain't seen it yet, but I just know that he needs to be in that no man's land. He showed that he could play in no man's land. Oscar Valdez validated it when he said, man, it was like Shakur's right in front of my goddamn face, but then he's like a half an inch out and you miss.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
So he showed that he know it's just not consistent. You know what I'm saying?
that's all.
That's all
All
it
right,
is.
so that's what it is. Crawford got caught capping. My niggas ain't letting him slide. Okay.
No, and I'm I'm still a big Crawford. Ain't no hate against.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
Yeah,
like,
we all big
damn.
Crawford fans
But
in
I
here,
done
but we
rolled
gotta call
with
a
him in
spade a
so
spade,
many
and nobody can't hate on
situations,
it.
bro.
You know
I
what I
can't
mean?
let
We
you
all
slide on there.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah.
we all
damn,
Crawford
bro.
fans in here, but if you talk that bullshit, even me, I'm sitting here. You don't see me making up no excuses. I
Crawford
feel what
still
y'all
pound
saying.
for pound #1 for me.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
the vet.
yeah. And that ain't no kissing
sometimes,
ass. It's
like,
just that's just
maybe
what it is.
maybe his thought should have, maybe his
But we
point should
not
have
talking
been a
about
little
you. We
bit
talking about your
like,
little homeboy, nigga.
yeah,
You
like
know.
maybe his point
I
should be a
said, hey,
little
I
thought
just said
out.
that on my
a
live
little
too,
better,
though.
better
I
thought
said,
out.
I just said that on my live too. You just said all of that, but then we just watched your epilogue where you even told him that he should jab more so he could set up more stuff. You could have did more.
That's
All
it.
right, all right. Second thing I want to talk about, fellas. David Benavidez just given 30 days to choose between the winner of Dimitri Bivol Ultra Better Vive or Chase Canelo again. Heavy. Which way you think he's gonna go?
I know you coming to me for that's that's my dog. I fuck with David Benavidez heavy. Now you say they've given him 30 days to choose between the Bivol fight and a Canelo fight.
Yep.
So he got another extension. First they gave him a
WBC
week,
ordered it.
so now he got 30.
Oh, okay, hold on. So what fight did the WBC order?
You got 30 days to choose to either be Canelo's mandatory or the mandatory for the winner of the Bivol Better Vive fight.
But he got to choose to either go back down or stay where he at. Basically.
But he got to let one of those belts go.
Oh, so he's gonna have to. Damn, he can't hold both of them.
Nope. It's time. The minute he fought at a different weight class, it's time to pick.
Damn.
What's your thoughts?
I just don't see. If I'm team Benavidez, I just don't see Canelo fighting him, bro. I just don't think nobody's gonna pay Canelo what he wants for that Benavidez fight. And there's been too many rumblings about the Puerto Rican kid and now Eubank. So even though I hate to see him at 75 versus one of these guys, looking at what he looked like against Vosdick, the power just didn't translate at all for me. I'm gonna stay at 75 and take a real challenge. I think either Dimitri Bivol or Better Biev is a bigger challenge for Benavidez than Canelo Alvarez. I think he whoops Canelo, so I think I would go after the bigger challenge, which is Bivol or Better Biev.
Yeah, I like it. 913.
Oh, nigga, I'm going for the bread. Period. I'm going for that Canelo fight. I don't think he beats Bivol or Better Vive. I don't. So, nigga, yeah, fuck you 175. I'm dropping it. And plain and simple, nigga, Canelo, run me that fight. And it's gonna run me that money too. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-brainer to me. I'm going for the easy
He
fight.
probably ain't gonna get that fight. He gonna get the Better Biev or Bivol winner. They gonna fight him. They ain't scared of him.
Nah.
Is he gonna get the Canelo fight? Is the question.
Well, then they'll strip him, and then you'll have the title.
They ain't stripping him.
Mandatory.
My bad. Go ahead, Slick. I'm sorry.
No, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I really believe that it's the better route is to go with Better Biev, not Better Biev Bivol. Now I do agree with 9. I don't think he beats neither one of them, but he still got a silver lining in that. If he lose, maybe he looks vulnerable, and then Canelo want to fight him,
Yeah.
and he still get to go down. But if WBC didn't guarantee me that, hey, if you come back down, you've been in mandatory for 3 years, if he doesn't fight you, we'll strip him. They don't say no shit like that, bro. No, fuck it, I'm staying where I'm at. But it's all based on his mentality. Because I'm be honest with you, he don't look like he's strong up there though. That's why I say I don't see him beating
At all.
Based on that performance, he was throwing gazelle. I ain't never seen no big man throw no gazelle punches like that, bro. Plenty of them, and could knock dude down. So you know what I mean.
Mark on his face.
Yeah. So I don't know if his power is where it should be. You know what I'm saying up there. So, but if I had to, I'm going with the guaranteed fight. Because if you don't get the Canelo fight, who you gonna fight down there?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
well, I think keep me in line to get a real title because he ain't got no real title.
Yeah, I think he should go. I think he should go after the Bivol Better Vive winner too, because I think if I completely agree with you guys. I think David Benavidez could beat all 3 of them. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about the power not translating. Like once he fill out the fill out the 74. He's gonna look much better in the next fight.
Oh no, hold up. Punch. They said he's not gonna beat neither one of them.
I know. That's what I said. I said I completely disagree.
Oh, disagree. Okay, got you.
Completely disagree. I think he could beat Canelo, Bivol, and Beterbiev. Like I'm not letting that one fight at 68. I mean, 74 make me say, oh, the Pirate. I don't care about that. Like all Ukrainians got steel chins, most of them. Like I ain't worried about that. What I'm worried about is what I want to see is David Benavidez go up there, whoop Bivol's ass. That's gonna get Canelo's attention.
Yeah, what you think he going to fight?
That's gonna get Canelo's attention.
I'm
That's
with
the
you,
one thing he
Punch.
should have been. He should have. The minute Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez, that's who he should have been going at.
Bro, what I'm saying is, where you Bivol got a chin too.
Gonna make the man come in one smoke.
Right.
Bivol got a chin from Russia. Where you think the other motherfucker from? He gonna fight?
But also
Where they
Bivol,
from?
like, power threat of Beterbiev is the best competition Bivol has. So I again, I'm not really sold that because he ain't like.
But Bivol done fought big, massive cats though, bro, and won.
Decent cats. He ain't beat no massive power punchers like Beterbiev.
Bro, what's that dude? Guido? What's his name, bro? Big dude that just went to
that one dude Guido, and that dude was
Gerdo.
overrated. Stop it,
Zerdo.
Zerdo. Yeah, he could punch his ass off.
40-0. You can't name one of his opponents. Him.
But he still could punch though. You can if you could punch, you could punch.
He got in there with the Bivol whooped his ass every round.
Bivol slept
Yeah.
the guy that Benavidez just fought. He slept him.
Yeah, he slapped me, Miss Cool, bro.
Nah,
He's been in that
better
division
be
his whole career. Like
Bivol.
sometimes you gotta,
My bad.
you gotta do some
Yeah.
strength training and get your power.
Man,
I did.
I just think
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
think he
saying,
whoops
bro.
their ass, bro.
I saw better, bro. Better be. He's gonna be done after him. And Bivol, you know what I mean? He's more of a threat to David Benavidez than Canelo will ever be. That's all I'm saying, fellas.
Now I agree with you there too. See, for me, I really do believe David Benavidez has a chin, and I think the hand speed factor could cause him to outbox these guys without getting knocked out for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I think between the chin and the hand speed, that gives him a really good shot at beating those guys.
I seen him fade
with
late,
Bivol, huh?
I seen him fade late in that fight, bro. He faded late in that fight.
Yeah,
That's
because
what
he
worries
threw a lot of heavy shots that just didn't have no mustard on him, man. He did. He tried his best to hurt Gvozdyk, but he just couldn't.
He couldn't.
But I think he learned from this fight. If anything, you gotta learn from that goddamn fight. This was your first fight at 75. You have to take something away from it. You have to understand you got to work on some hurt bombs. Your speed is your advantage, and you got to do a little bit more boxing.
He has to do what I've been saying about Benavidez. Your onslaught is not key. He has to learn how to set the shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Where he at, he could depend on his size at 168. He's big there. He go to 175. You're not too big there. It's a difference. So your onslaught, where you pressing these cats, running up on them, and just you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna work at 175. He's gonna have to incorporate a whole different style where he has to learn how to live behind the jab and set that shit up.
Mm-hmm. He gonna have to be on his toes, man.
Yeah, I agree. Listen. I agree with what y'all saying, bro. But for y'all to be, hold up. So all right, Beterbiev or Bivol. That's not a 50-50 fight to y'all. They're guaranteed to win against Benavidez, or y'all saying they got it?
I ain't saying they guaranteed, but based on that last fight, that I would say I give it a 50-50, but I'm still gonna choose Bivol or Beterbiev, just if I'm going off his last performance.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All
for
right,
me, I just believe he takes something away from that fight. I think David has been a really good student of the game. All I have seen throughout his, because I've pretty much watched his entire career from well, I want to say maybe 15-0 to this point. You know what I'm saying? And he's done nothing but continuously get better, grow, learn. You know what I'm saying? His defense, in my opinion, has gotten a lot better. So if he can work on that footwork, maybe build some hurt bombs. You got to do some strength and conditioning to try and get your, you know what I mean, get your power up a little bit, learn to sit on some of those punches, and not so much shoe shine and hand speed, but really sitting down on some of them punches. You know, I think he could fare versus those guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think he gonna get dominated. I just think that they have the upper hand on him. They're used to being at that block. For them to be his next fight, how much more stamina can you put on the man? These guys used to this weight. Then one of them used to fighting bigger dudes. Then one of them used to fighting taller dudes. One got a lot more dirty tactics. That nigga, not Bivol, what's the other one? Better be. Shoot a jab you want to and see if he don't do this. He wants
But
you to hit
it's
him on top of
evident.
the head. He trying to break your hand.
I don't like him, bro. He's dirty.
You get what I'm
It's
saying?
evidence
So he
that
has to be. You
the
get
way
used to
the
that.
affecting me, bro. It's evidence, man. Because strength and conditioning at 68 is not no problem. He's steamrolling the fuck out of everybody,
Right.
doing the exact same thing that he did at 75. But guess what? He faded late. So that's showing you right there, your body is not ready for that weight. When your tank empty like that, and you just step on the gas and you're like, damn, I'm gonna eat. That's showing you your body's not ready for that weight.
That's
It's
what I
not a
was saying.
strength and
Though. I was
conditioning
saying that he
thing,
gotta
bro.
get his strength up. He might be okay. The power might translate. It looked like he didn't do too good strength and conditioning. I agree I agree with you now.
Yeah, he just not ready yet.
That's
Hey,
all.
that's what
He
I'm saying.
not ready
Once
yet.
he comes to the division, man, he might look as dominant as he did at 68. We just gotta wait and see.
I just
Yeah.
don't think
You know
them.
what's
I don't
crazy?
think them should be his next fight.
You know what's crazy? I had been saying that shit the whole time. I just felt like the fans pressured him into going to 75. He
Yep.
got pressured. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You still had other fights you could make at 68, you know, and then when you finally do go ahead and go to 75, you look little, bro. You look little and you throwing bee stings.
Right.
And you
Facts.
can understand. So he came out, and it was facts because I looked it up. He weighed in that night at 189 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was only 189. You could easily look at Vostok and tell he was 205, 207.
He looked
Mhm.
bigger than that.
He was
Shit.
he was 200 plus.
Yeah, he was big.
And it's the
200
same
plus.
thing with Better BF. That motherfucker come in super heavy like that.
Yeah.
So
He a
those
heavyweight
big
by fight
things,
night.
man.
Yeah.
You a big 68, but motherfucker, you's a small ass 75.
Right. So I mean, I see him giving a run for their money, but I don't think that should be his next fight at all.
At all.
At that
all.
weight.
Yeah, I think he needs a couple more fights. You know, what I
And
mean,
I
before he
agree-
throw him
I-
in there. But
I
again,
agree with Heavy Bag,
he
though,
deserved
100%.
the marquee fights, though. He deserved the marquee fights. I think that's where he is in his career, and he should
Yeah.
only be fighting the best. So I'm not mad if he gets that fight.
But guess what? Just because you deserve it don't mean you're supposed to have it.
Yeah.
True that. True
It's-
that.
you got everything's better in moderation. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, so reason being I'm saying that is he got to get acclimated to that weight, bro. We just threw him in there with a big boy that everybody thought he was gonna get the hell up out of there, and he couldn't get him out of there. And you saw how he was huffing and puffing. He pulled everything out but the kitchen sink.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying? And that speaks volumes. That's not just looking sluggish. If looking sluggish and he was hurting old boy like dog walking him, and then I'm just talking about a gas tank, I'm like, shit, he get his gas tank, he gonna be a monster. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have anything for that man. Anything. And it just
As
makes
our-
me question when he gets to Bivol, and then you get to a Bivol, he's gonna have to chase Bivol around. Bivol gonna tire his ass the fuck out. And he gonna
Yeah.
start laying that jab. He gonna start. He gonna be. And he quick, just as quick, if maybe even a little quicker than Benavidez. See what I'm saying? Benavidez shoot a lot of punches in bunches. Bivol's strategic. See what I'm saying?
But- And that might work in his favor though to help save his gas tank because he's used to walking cats down and chasing
Walking
cats
and
around the
chest-
ring.
Chasing, boxing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, or,
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
As far as him trying to get in close to do his thing, he's used to that.
Mhm.
So that could work in his favor to save the gas tank. But because with Vostok, he could find him so easily, he was unloading
That's true.
like every round.
Every
so that
round.
had a lot to do with draining that gas tank because he, the target was right there.
I hope the game plans are right because if he go in there with Bivol, he need to realize this is a boxing match.
Facts. And now I agree with you there.
I
100%.
totally agree with everybody on the panel. I got a good one for y'all next. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right. Naoya Inoue is the best boxer in the world, according to Roy Jones Jr.
Boy, I was supposed to say bullshit.
How we feel about that? Starting with you, DMC.
That's a bullshit.
That's what that nigga Roy said.
That's a bullshit. That motherfucker lost it.
You go off my
Hey,
wall right
man,
now.
my dude full of shit on that one, bro. Hey, Joe Frazier, how you feel?
You goddamn right.
Yeah, he full of shit. I know, bro. He full of shit. Ain't no way that little dude number one and he ain't fought. No, like I said, can y'all name his last five? Hell, I give you the last four, last three. Last 3 should be easy.
What for now? Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about it. Was it Neary, Cool Boy,
What's the other
and
one? Who was the other one?
Nonito.
Huh? No.
Nonito Donaire, right?
See, no, it was Naples. But here's the thing, though.
Naples.
The
Oh,
only
okay.
reason people could remember them 2 to 3 is because it was 2 American fighters.
Yeah.
Nigga need
And
to
I ain't
fight
gonna front,
somebody.
That's the only ones I know.
Nigga need to fight somebody. And before them, the only person people could say was, yo, what you just said. No Nito.
Yeah.
That was his claim to fame.
Right
That
there.
was his claim to fame. So that makes me angry when people want to put him above. You know what I'm saying? I know he's little, and we don't often get to see little dudes knock each other out like that. But at the end of the day, he ain't did enough. He ain't did enough. His body of work was not over here where we could see all of that. You get what I'm saying? That ain't it, bro. I'm sorry. No. Bud, hands down, should be pound for pound.
Word.
Shout
You
out
know,
to DJ in the
that's
chat.
what it should be.
Dude, hey, is Sam Goodman an Australian? That's who I was talking about.
DJ, come on up here, bro. Tell us who
DJ
Sam
Anyway
Goodman
fighting
is.
Sam Goodman's leftovers. Is that the little motherfucking Australian I was? Is he Australian with the short cut, with the short haircut?
Not sure.
But
But
get
yeah.
in the chat, DJ. Come in and tell us
I
who
fuck
Sam
with Sam
Goodman is.
Goodman.
So at the end of the day, bro, no, I can't put him at that. I feel like that's Roy's trying to ride the wave. But I get it how people want that, but that's just like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the disrespect Terrence getting with that is like how people doing Kobe with LeBron. I can't ride with it, bro.
Crazy work, man.
Yep.
Crazy.
I'm with you.
Yo, that's crazy work.
Facts.
Facts, I agree. Heavy.
Remember, half the time during Terrence Crawford reign for pound, they were saying Chocolatito was the pound for pound guy.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Facts. They
For a
been
little bit
there.
in the beginning when he was younger. Yep. No
Yeah,
lie.
so I mean, just think about it like that. They gotta, I think, man, subconsciously, motherfuckers are trying to fit a smaller weight guy in there that's lesser known. You know what I mean? In order to, yeah, I know boxing. That motherfucker just posturing. But for right now, though, I like his achievements and shit. But yeah, bro, you got to come with it. You got to put some more motherfucking relish on that sandwich, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? you got to come with it.
Right.
Mark Wayne in the chat. Salute, my guy.
My God, Mark Wayne, what's up, baby? But facts, and look, we was just talking about making sure we give these guys credit. And listen, I want to give Naoya Inoue credit for what he's been able to accomplish down there, but I just don't think it's been enough eyeballs down there to really know what kind of competition he's faced. But despite all of that, what he's accomplishments, when you look at the accolades, you got to give him his credit. I give him his credit, but
Yeah.
to say that he's better than Alexander or even definitely above Crawford, I just think that's a stretch, man.
Yeah. I would put, if you want to put, I see how some people say Usyk is above her, but me, I don't put I don't believe heavyweight should be in that period though.
And
We
see
got
me, I ain't mad at that.
Down under. Welcome to the chat, brother.
So but I understand how people
I
could
ain't
do
mad
it
at
though.
that.
I'm not mad.
I do too, because look how much smaller Usyk is versus those big motherfuckers.
Right.
The fact he started out as a cruiserweight,
He
Right.
started out
I
as a
can kinda,
cruiserweight.
you know what I mean? It's one of those.
Right.
Yeah, he got the clear speed.
And I'm gonna always bring up the argument. We cry about these smaller guys, just like when Ryan Garcia and Devin. Niggas made a big deal about the 3 pounds. You gotta understand, Usyk is giving up 15, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. That shit counts for something, bro.
And
You know what
hurting
I mean?
niggas.
And
Right.
not just hurting them, he beating them.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you got Usyk on your number 1 pound for pound, I ain't mad at that shit. You
But
know,
now-
Bud
but
is just fine.
My
But,
thing,
you know,
but I agree with it, but I don't put heavyweights in the pound for
Yeah,
pound.
I don't put heavyweights.
I don't think they should be there.
I don't think it's fair.
the only reason why I'm cool with it is because some of those heavyweights, like a Usyk, is giving up so much weight, and I don't care what nobody say. Weight is always a fucking factor, even if it is 2 heavyweights.
Yeah, but I could put cruiserweights. If I had a pound for pound list, cruiserweights would definitely be in that realm. Light heavyweight, cruiserweights. That's their realm. You know, you're not gonna catch them going down talking about I'm about to fight somebody at 147 when you got the little guys that'll go up and down all the time. You know what I'm saying? Up and down, up and
Yeah.
down, up and down. Whereas the heavyweight can't do that. And 147 pounder ain't finna jump all the way up no fucking 205 and fight no heavyweight. You get what I'm saying?
True that.
It's just
True.
so that's just my reading separate. It's not no
And I
hate or
understand
nothing.
that perspective.
That's just why I separate the two because. But I do agree with you because I express all the time when people talk about Holyfield, Usyk, all these come from David Hay. All these guys come from cruiserweight and take on these giants. Because people don't believe it. It's a big jump. Some of these guys live at cruiserweight. They not meant to be that fucking big, and to go up there and take on these giants that can come in 250 plus on their ass, and they fighting 218.
Bro.
that is a huge feat.
You gotta give them big credit.
That's
bro.
a huge feat.
You gotta give them big
So
credit.
I that's why I'm saying I agree with it though. I can see that.
With the lower weight classes and all those weight classes outside of heavyweight, you're not going, for the most part, you're not coming into any of those fights with more than a 3 to 5 pound weight advantage the day of on them scales.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, them little heavyweights, they coming in small.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look at the size comparison of Usyk and Tyson Fury this last fight, bro.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
That's crazy.
And that's where it shows skills pay the bills, bro.
Skills pay the bills.
Rob said undisputed in 3 different weight. He ain't been no.
That's not fact, bro. He's undisputed in
Please,
2 different
two weight
weight
classes.
He beat bums to do it.
Read
He
it,
beat bums
Punch.
to do it. He beat bums to get undisputed, bro. He didn't beat Fight Credible,
Read
bro.
it, Punch.
Don't
Read
come
it.
here with that.
Read it for everybody, Punch.
Read it, Punch.
Let's see. All right, Robert Coleman says, let's see. Anyways, the compliments. Held belts in 4 different weight classes, undisputed in 3 different weight classes, and successfully defended undisputed in 2 weight classes. Sorry, bud. No way.
Hold up. Is that motherfucker undisputed?
Who
in
wanted to
3
respond to that first?
He only been undisputed in two weight class. Where the third one come in
Hey,
at?
let's let 913 take the floor with this one. 913, respond to that.
Diabolical.
Man,
Bro. Bro. No, it can't be Inoue, man. All right, give me okay, for all those weight classes, give me the marquee name that he beat in them weight classes, and we'll be done with this. Give me the marquee name.
And they
Give me
gonna
the
be niggas
marquee
you ain't never
name.
heard of.
Yeah, give me the marquee name.
And he ain't undisputed in no damn 3 weight classes.
Give me the marquee name in each weight class, and I'll be done with it. You won't hear nothing from me. Matter of fact, I'll get off this motherfucker if you can give me the marquee name. And you can't say Stephen Fulton.
There ain't no marquee name.
No, that's why I said, bro.
I mean,
that's
Cool
why I
Boy
said.
Snap,
I'll let you
whatever
name
the
his
fuck.
last
Other
3
than
fights.
Cool Boy. Other
Yeah.
than Cool Boy, there's no marquee name.
But Lewis Neary gave people a little bit of people problem, but that's not even a marquee name. Hold on. Did you say Cool Boy Steph is a marquee name?
I thought Cool
Nah.
Boy Steph was smoking. I say that
Oh
because
my
all
God,
his-
bro.
Listen,
He's
let me
another
say,
guy
all
that was
I say
resting
that
the
because
limelight, bro.
His last 4 fights was all world champions, bro. Put some respect on his name.
No, it wasn't, man. Was Brandon Figueroa a champion? And that was the guy rematch. He ran from that shit.
To answer Rob's question, he fought Post Out when Post Out was Post Out, bro.
All right, he
Big
said,
fact.
Robert Coleman said, Terrence never defended and never will. Just for that, no way.
Stop playing, bro. And
Because
then on
he
top
was
of that,
clamoring for the Bud fight. Y'all can't have.
Now-
Didn't they have a
way.
guaranteed
Man, I
rematch
don't even
at
answer that.
54?
check
It
this
was
out.
guaranteed to happen at 54, not 47. Like Spence
Now-
said that already.
Now
bro.
check this out. Though.
Gamboa was Gamboa too.
Right, in fact, everybody at the time he fought was that guy. That's the thing. During the time when Bud was fighting them dudes, wasn't nobody talking about them dudes was garbage. It wasn't until he made them look like garbage.
Big facts.
And then on top of that, if you gotta go back to 140 to discredit Bud, stop it, bro. What did he do at
Every
147? Went on a tyrant, got the big fish, and put him in the net and took him home. That's it.
Hey, have he
Pause.
fought 50 cents Gamboa, nigga?
Right, you know
When
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
50.
Like,
Let me-
nah,
let me
man,
see-
you're not finna do that. Mean Machine, all of them, dog. American, like all them dudes, man, like they was supposed to be that cat. They thought he was gonna get beat.
Mean Machine's an
Now, let me say
undefeated
this, 'cause
Olympian.
this puts it all to
Right,
bed.
Olympian. And he done
This
beat more
was-
Olympians than anybody.
This puts it all to bed for me.
He ducked Danny Garcia, bro.
When-
Danny
When
Garcia
Naoya
left.
Inoue-
Danny Garcia left, bro. Stop it, bro.
when-
He burnt out on that ass, bro.
Danny ran, bro. What you talking about?
Because
Just
I even
put it
said
in
I
bed
wish I
for
could have
me,
saw
okay.
that.
when Naoya Inoue beats another top 5 for pound for pound fighter, then you come holler at me. Bottom line.
Now
When
anyway, don't
Naoya
even deserve to
Inoue
be top
fights
5.
another top shit, top 10 pound for pound fighter. Then come holler at me.
He ain't, man. He getting old, bro. They don't keep the hype train alive, bro. It's the pride of Japan.
Wasn't Bud technically defending his belts against Errol, even though he won Errol's belts?
He was defending WBO, yeah.
Yeah.
10 straight title fights, 10 straight knockouts, all against marquee opponents. What is Robert
Bud
talking
ain't
about?
never ducked no
And
fade,
12
bro.
straight knockouts, period.
Like that ain't just being a fan, bro. He beat more Olympians. Now he beat more champions than anybody, but he beat more Olympians. He got more pedigree on his resume than most, and just people don't want to give him credit for it.
Fights he barely got out of. He ain't dominating everything, bro. Like, stop it. Y'all giving him too much. The hype is too crazy, bro. He's not that good, man. He's a great fighter, but come on, Bud Crawford type. He's not. He's just not. Like, he ain't never fought nobody on the pound for pound list. He ain't never defended against nobody credible, bro. Like you said, you can't name 10 of his opponents. I can name all 39 of Terrence Crawford's opponents, nigga, right now. Can you do that for NUA? No.
He didn't skip the line, bro. That's the rules, bro. He supposed to get a title shot. He go up. What you mean he skipped the line? But no. Earl skipped the line. Earl ain't got a title. Earl wasn't ranked. Then all of a sudden he became ranked, and he get a title shot. That's who skipped the line. Coming off a loss, bro. Who does that?
Rare, lost straight title shot. The most brutal defeat of your career, and here's a free title shot, man. Stop it.
That's skipping the line. Earl been skipping the line a long time. He even told you I don't do lines. He even said it.
God damn, bro.
I'm just saying, man. That dude, man, that dude slick, bro.
Coming in here, man.
That
He
dude,
like roasting y'all, bro.
That dude slick, bro. That dude Earl slick, bro. He showed got him a title shot, bro.
Right now, nigga, you getting trolled. That nigga just came from
Bud see it. Bud see it because if y'all peeped in that interview, dude said, "Hey, it's a possibility we finna fight if he get that belt, and then I get mine." See it. It's a strong possibility.
Does RC change his mind in 2 weeks' time if Bud goes out and makes a statement against Madrimov?
Hell yeah, he does.
I'm just wondering.
Damn.
I know, dudes. Real shit. Now, Bud is goofy as hell on this Shakur shit. I'll give you that. Goofy as hell. But on the way he conduct his business, nah, man, he even did his shit right. Considering the fact that I'm really applauding him because he was blackballed half his motherfucking career. He wasn't even supposed to get these fights. They was trying like hell not to fight him, nigga. They invented a whole nother side of the street.
Yeah, that turned
so
in.
He couldn't get a fight.
That's the but what was the phrase? The sweet science. Bert Sugar had the greatest dance on earth, and now Bud could say that term was coined because of him. The other side of the street. Because I swear to God, that's the only time they said that shit. The other side of the street. Yeah. First he was told. I remember like yesterday. Earl said, "Why would I fight him? He ain't even got no belt. He ain't needed 147." Bud go to 147, get a belt. Then all of a sudden, him and Jamel Charlo sitting there. You know, the turtleneck gang. Them they had all black turtlenecks on, like on that damn source cover for Death Row. And that nigga said, "Why we fight him? He on the other side of the street. You know how that go."
Here, let me break it down.
That shit was hilarious.
Robert Coleman in casual terms, bro. You ever seen that movie? You seen the first Terminator, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the original Terminator. He was pretty cool, right? But you seen in Terminator 2, the T-1000 could do unbelievable shit, unheard of. Like the T1, the regular Terminator, he's cool, but compared to the T-1000, he's just a regular machine, bro.
Big facts.
That's the comparison between Naoya Inoue and Terrence Crawford, man. Don't even compare them. There's no comparison.
He said he's trying to get 2 belts on August. That ain't his fucking fault. How the fuck is that his fault, getting 2 belts? They don't have to put that belt on the line.
They owe him that WBO. They owe him that one.
Bruh. And then on top of that.
Yo loves Terrence Crawford, bro.
And then on top of that, Bud coming off a successful bout. Undisputed. And you taking up, right, you taking up for Earl. Earl coming off a major ass loss. A superior loss. And he getting a title shot?
That nigga trolling, bro.
He gotta be, bro. He trying to get me going, bro. I swear to God, like, ain't no way, Rob. Stop it.
Fucking slick, yeah.
Make it say, no, man. He trying to get me going. He know he is, but you gotta let that shit. Hey, bro, you gotta correct that shit, bro. Ain't no way. Fight Virgil, email champ. You trying to get dude? Now you trying to bring what he talking about to fruition, get niggas killed. Why the fuck you want to put him there with Virgil? Seriously,
that
bro.
to poor Ortiz, bro.
Don't do it. That man is not ready. I don't care what Virgil talking about right now. You won't fight
Virgil
me.
ain't even ready for boots,
Bruh.
man. Stop it.
He ain't even got a chance to breathe fresh air yet. You understand me? This dude had 2.5 rounds. Stop playing, bro. No, it's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Y'all, you gotta stop that shit. I need you to say Earl skipping the line. How the fuck you gonna get a major title shot after a major loss? How the fuck? If I'm Erickson Lubin, goddammit, I feel like old boy. What movie was that? White man can't jump when they whooped his ass. He went and got the strap. That's how. If I was Erickson Lubin, that's how the fuck I feel. Y'all fucking me over.
That nigga Raymond.
Yeah.
No, this ain't Raymond.
Right. That's how the fuck I feel. This some bullshit.
No, I go to the car, get my other gun.
Oh man, I'll be on some dirty shit. I'll be sitting outside the back door of that damn Coliseum and waiting on Earl to walk in and trip his ass. Sprain his ankle. Ain't no way you forget this bill. I can't get it, motherfucker. How the fuck you skip me?
Hey, Robert Coleman, you funny, man. But all right, man, we're going to the next topic, fellas. All right, so that goes with the the title I got on this live chat, bro. Are casuals running boxing? I'll go last on this one. DJ, go ahead.
Well, before we get started on that, because I'm a casual, you all better watch your mouth. Just think very carefully how you're going to answer
Yo, that's
this in my presence.
crazy work.
Oh shit.
No, well, I've got a couple of different ways to how I actually think about this. I personally actually don't like the term casual.
Okay.
Well, from a sense that it can be used, depending on what context it's used in, it can be quite derogatory. Now, what you're really saying is you're saying you've got really educated, informed ex-boxers like 913 who really know what they're looking at, and you guys know what you're looking at by way of technique, skill, all those sorts of things in the ring, right? So you're drawn to boxing as a fan, but you also bring some knowledge with it. So when your fan groups, maybe similar to me, that are just sports fans in general, I can still appreciate the competition. You know, I'm watching two guys, two girls have a competition, right? They can't be allowed to ruin the sport. What I mean by that is there's the same social media and YouTube channels that look at ice hockey, NFL, the basketball, and some of those pretend to know what they're talking about as well. Really, any advertising is good advertising for a sport, whether it's good or bad. What always gets me, why do people get so emotional when someone that comes from a non-educated position, why do they even care what someone else thinks? Be it Shakur, be it Bud. I don't understand why there's so much emotion behind it. If I was to go in on a channel in 10 minutes time and wanting to start talking ice hockey and saying that's shit, he's shit, you know, that's a piss poor, who cares? I don't know what I'm talking about. It'd be like a bricklayer telling a mechanic you're doing a fucked up job on the car.
Well, let me ask you this real quick, DJ. Is there a sport or a team that you've been a part of or anything like that you've been passionate about?
Well, I used to play rugby league and touch.
Did you love the sport? Did you have a passion for it at the time?
Yeah.
All right, now imagine you having a passion for that sport. You know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing in that sport. And then somebody who doesn't watch a sport very often comes along and gives you your 2 cents in a passion in a moment where that's not something that you're trying to hear, or it just doesn't make any type of sense to you. It's just plain old stupid, right? Now imagine how you could be reacting. And let's just say your team losing at the time. You know what I'm saying? Think about how you may react to a casual fan saying something that's just completely out of the blue, doesn't have anything to do with anything because they don't really truly know what the fuck's going on. Think about how you might react to that. And it's moments like that and casuals like that tends to pull the emotions out of fans or
Yeah.
hardcore boxing fans.
But remember this, Tio. Only negative news gets airtime. I call it tragedy porn. Right? You see it on the news. You just see it everywhere. You turn on the news and all you hear about is death, killings, assassination attempts, floods, tsunamis. There's a negative connotation that always seems to get the most views for some weird reason. What you aren't able to do is balance that out against all the good stuff that's happening, right? So that'll be the same for boxing. So you've got all of these people chasing clickbait, pretending they know what they're talking about. Then you've got channels that generally know what they're talking about. It's very hard to balance out. So getting back to your point about someone casual making a point about the sport that I know or follow, I'm a little bit different. I couldn't give two stuffs. Have your opinion because it's not going to keep me awake at night. I couldn't care less. So that's just me. But when you're in the limelight, like all of these famous or active boxers, I wouldn't know whether I change my opinion on that if it's the difference between 1 or 1 million people having an opinion. At the end of the day, if I've put my hand in my pocket and I've bought the pay-per-view or I've bought the ticket to go and actually go to the fight, yeah, that's right. You heard me correctly, Slick. The fight, not the boxing match, the fight. It doesn't really matter. The transaction's already happened, so it doesn't really matter from a boxing sense for the fighters, whether I loved it or I hated it. Their income, their future is already been supported because I've already put my hand in my pocket and said, here's $150 or the pay-per-view. So I think that some sports you will go to and those that know will put their arm around someone else that doesn't know and help them learn it.
Yeah, all right, I like that. That's a good point coming from the mind of a casual. Was you finished? Go ahead. Finish your point if you ain't done. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I
that's
think that was
sort
it.
of it. So I think that it's a bit of a balance by just maybe softly reminding people, look, if you've got an opinion, that's great, but don't be disrespectful with it if you don't know what you're talking about. But on the flip side of that coin, I would like to see a little bit more effort in the boxing community to actually not categorize all the fan bases, but put their arms around them and say, well, okay, I hear your opinion, but really this is what you should be looking at to help maybe change your opinion or think about it twice. Educate people, just don't criticize them. You know what I mean?
I completely agree.
Absolutely.
Heavy, how you feel? How you feel about this, Heavy?
All right. And the question is, are casuals ruining boxing, right?
Yes.
And for me, I gotta say no. I think casual fans, and I've always said this, are extremely important to the fighters and to the sport. They're like the best way I can put it, a necessary evil. You know what I'm saying? Because as the casuals go, the sport of boxing go, in my opinion. So, are they ruining boxing? No, because they're very much needed now. Now, can some of the opinions of casuals cause disruptions and maybe knock off the bottom line for some boxers? Yeah, you know what I mean? To an extent, I believe that's so. But in its entirety, totality, nah, I don't think casuals are ruining boxing.
All right, I get it. I agree. 913.
Yeah, man. My answer is, bro, I don't think casuals is ruining boxing, but I tell you who is. It's the diehards, and not the regular diehards. I'm talking about the over obsessive diehards, the ultra fan who trying to look up and see what their favorite fighter is eating for breakfast, who will defend him. Like, look at our situation with Bud today.
Fanboys.
Yeah, look at our situation with Bud today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bud, bro, we feel like you was out of pocket on the shit you said, bro. We seemed like that shit was fucked up. But see, a fanboy with defending is nothing that their fighter can do wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is guys like us who are the middle of the line type of guys, we call it how we see it. So I think that the one who's ruining boxing is the die-hard fan. I'm a fan. I'm not no diehard. I'm not gonna just kiss nobody's ass. I'm not about to be fluffing nobody's balls, for lack of a better word, bro. I'm not about to do shit like that. But it's the diehard, the ultra fan, the oh my God, boom. It's to the point now, and it's fucked up, bro. Y'all notice this? Guys, not only rooting for your fighter to win in the ring, now motherfuckers is actually rooting for their fighter to get more money than the next guy. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, and they promoter. They fuck with they fuck with
So
the promoter off the strength for the fighter.
Yeah, that's
all that
who's
shit
in boxing, bro. It's the diehard fanboy nigga that even looking up, oh man, what kind of draws he got on? What he eat for lunch? You know, that's the motherfucker that's because you can't reason with guys like that.
Yeah, I
that's
get
diabolical.
that's true. Let me see. So, all right. So, DJ say casuals need to come in with a little bit more grace. We need to show more grace to each other. Heavy say they're necessary evil. 913 say it's the super fan. GMT, take it away.
Yep. Let's have a moment of silence for all these fucked up ass casuals out here thinking they know what the fuck they no, I'm quit playing, bro. God damn it. Fucked up ass casuals like Rob want to go to fucking. God damn it. Everybody want to sit here and play these damn games with y'all ass. No, let me quit bullshit. No, on everything though, it's levels to this shit. You got casuals, right? Fanboys are totally on a separate island, bro, because they're more personable. They're more attached, right? You got casuals who talk out the side of their neck, trying to get in conversations, but really don't know nothing. Then you got casuals like my boy DJ. He actually watched it. He want to learn. You know what I'm saying? And like I said on my live, I'm not a teacher. Right, and ask questions. We don't come on here to be teachers, but he shows that he takes real interest in the sport. You see what I'm saying? But Heavy took it right, right out of my mouth. Casual fans are a necessary evil, bro, because they make the boxing world go round. You know what I mean? It's like life. Without bad, there's no good. No good, there's no bad. It's yin and yang. You gotta have it. You're gonna have a group that's gonna side with one fighter and swear to God he's Jesus Christ. And you know what I mean? It is what it is. Then you have fucked up ass casuals like Robert Coleman get on this motherfucker and tell me somebody skipping a goddamn line, and ain't nobody skipping a goddamn line when fucking Erickson Lubin should be fighting fucking Fundora instead of fucking Earl. But we ain't gonna get into that type shit. I'm just saying that they're necessary evil because they give me something to talk about and they keep the sport going. Because casuals do buy a majority of the tickets. All right. They give a gauge on who the fuck the promoter. They basically tell the gauge and the promoter who he want to put in the ring with him. You see what I'm saying? That's why they throw these names out there so we talk about it. You know what I mean? That's why we got a the Tank versus Garcia fight. You see what I'm saying? That fight made 1 point something million views, pay-per-views, right? None of them wasn't a championship bout. But it was because of the casuals. They built a casual fan base. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. So the casuals want to have the fun, but it does come with a cost. You know what I mean? Because you get a group of casuals that can shit on you, and you might know what you're talking about, but try going up against 100 of them motherfuckers at one time. You ain't gonna better tell them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
So no, I'm not mad at them. I don't think they ruining it. I don't think they ruining the sport. Long as there's a percentage of us that's ready to put shit back in line. We're fucking who them niggas that got the force? We the fucking Jedi. We few but we many. We're few but many, and they're the Sith. No. It's a bunch of them motherfuckers.
I look at it like, man, it's like, there's things about. I say, yeah, it's ruining it, but I say, yeah, it's also helping it, because the sad thing and the thing that pisses me off the most about it is that the biggest casuals are fucking celebrities, are people with the biggest platforms, with all these huge followings. So they're gonna go for whoever this celebrity or YouTuber or whoever say go for. You know what I mean? Without even watching the opponent.
They're powerful
No,
influence. Powerful
That's
influence.
the thing that pisses me off. For instance, like, and then as far as what you touching on, what you were saying, DJ, it's kind of hard to be respectful to people that's criticizing you and don't really know much about your sport or what you've been through to get to where you are in the sport. You know what I mean? So I can understand how that's frustration from both sides, and I can understand how, like, you're frustrated for paying money and not getting what you feel you paid for. But it's just like Star Wars, touching on what GMT said. They got one of the worst shows out right now, acting like terrible.
What? That shit went hard to me, bruh.
Everybody's laughing at it. You know what I mean?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Disney's calling everybody.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. So, it's my night.
That shit was hard,
company,
bruh.
You know what I mean? You got $1 billion company out here calling everybody racist because y'all got a horrible fucking show, and we mad that we ordering Disney Plus to watch our fucking show. So everybody's like, well, you're Disney, you should just do better writing. Well, same thing. It's like, do you know what it took to get here to become Disney? Fuck your opinion.
Can Punch Drunk. I'm sorry. I got to say something because you used the Force for a fucking example. Look, check this out. But the very thing that you're talking about is the very people who talking that shit about that show, the casuals. They don't even know where that storyline come from.
No, like a lot of the hardcore.
The storyline was for the hardcores.
That storyline was terrible. That storyline broke hella.
It's from the Clone Wars, though, bro. You know who the fuck? You know who the fuck the real bad guy is in that?
There ain't no two black twins that got made from lesbian witches, nigga.
No, they was made. No, they was made from the Force. They was made from the Force.
Splitting the two people from the Force, man. Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one. I ain't hearing it, nigga. You can't
I'm just saying, man. You want to stick to old shit? When the Clone Wars.
Anakin,
Okay. I'm about to go back with you. I'm about to go back with you though to prove something, man. I'm gonna go back with you, bro.
I was just using that to prove my point is that how even companies as giant as Disney is criticizing the fans. So like you can't really like. So I see it from both points. I use Star Wars as an example. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan, and they tearing up my franchise, so I'm pissed off about it. But I ain't gonna go talk about that later, GMT. But
John.
But I was just using that as a point, is just saying how casuals are the same way, and in my line, most of the biggest casuals are huge celebrities, and they got the biggest fan bases.
Well, that's because they're gonna talk about what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Just like that Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight. You see how many celebrities was at that fight? 85% of the celebrities was going for Errol Spence.
Yeah.
How is that possible? What did y'all see that none of us ever seen? So that's
because Earl got the rapper kit. He walks around with the Fisher Price My First Rapper kit on. He got the chains and the swag. He flashier.
The best fighter is never the most popular fighter in boxing. Like the best fighter is never the most popular fighter. And then he's never the most popular fighter.
He took the better route. He fought the more popular fighters and a Danny Garcia and a Sean Porter and
Sean Porter.
But all these guys was ducking Crawford, but everybody's calling Crawford the duck. You know what I mean?
Pacquiao win, so he just had, he had more clout.
Yeah.
He had a big machine behind him. I totally agree. You know what I mean? But a lot of people just ran with the narrative and didn't really know nothing. Like a lot of people's jaws was like.
I gotta go back to it though. It's hard to promote. What Bob should actually have said was, it's hard to promote a guy that wasn't supposed to be here. It's like straight up. You know what I mean? It's hard to promote. He didn't have nothing coming into this game that had behind him when he fought on that HBO fight against who was that? I can't remember when he went up. He took the fight. Dude dropped out on him. I can't remember, and that was his claim to fame. That's what got him signed. But other than that, he really didn't have nothing before that where people was like, who is this guy? Oh, he go be this, he go be that. Unless you was already watching him with the dreads fighting from XYZ. You get what I'm saying? He was a diehard fighter. He wasn't nothing the casuals was appealing to. Yeah.
All right, so look, I really look. All right, so listen. What I'm saying is, this is all I'm saying, is the casuals are a necessity to boxing, but at the same time, if you want to pay for a fight, then you should probably research up on the fighters a little bit to see if you're going to get what you pay for. Because if you don't get what you pay for and then you complain about it, maybe you shouldn't be watching the sport. That's my opinion on that, fellas.
Bottom line, I feel you. Real quick, man, because I don't want to change the subject too much, but DJ just confirmed Tim Tszyu fighting the 22nd. Did they name his opponent?
September 22nd.
Because this.
I've got to go back and watch it. Like the No Limits actually got it live on YouTube right now. but
Oh, word.
they can finish second as far as I'm concerned for you boys. So I'll
Right.
stay with you boys and then go. But it's an IBF eliminator. The only bits and pieces I've caught jumping back and forward so far is they haven't named the fighter, and they're just running through the venues, whether it'll be in Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland. But they've said that, Sunday the 22nd, so that'll be Sunday here.
Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza.
No. Look, for me, who's the IBF title holder at the moment? That's
Yep.
I don't know his damn name.
Muratuliev. Is that something?
Some shit like
Murat
that.
Like
Tyler.
Maratuliev
Murat
or
Tyler.
Maratuliev,
First name
something.
start with a
Murat
B.
Tyler.
Yeah. So
He's been one of the
I
top
like to
dogs
see
in the
Tim
division
look
for
like
a long,
Erickson
long
Lubin.
time. He's
That'd
only
be
Can
lost
y'all
to
hear
the best
that?
of the best, and look,
Yeah.
he's hopefully
Oh, y'all can
Yeah.
hear that?
I can hear you, but I don't know.
I
I
hear
hear you.
in the background.
Tim goes through him. But
Hey, y'all
it should
heard
be a
that
good fight, and
the
it's a
Ring
fun fight.
Magazine
It's tricky.
stripped
He's a southpaw,
Jamel Charlo
so
for the
he
Ring
throws a few
Magazine.
spinners in the works, but
Yeah, I
Oh,
ain't
for
just
real?
fighting in a minute.
what?
Yeah,
You
Ring
mean that they
Magazine. You
don't?
get stripped by Ring Magazine, nigga. A magazine,
Oh,
nigga.
shit.
God damn. Real shit. The decline of the Charlo brothers, bro. Them niggas. God damn.
Yeah, he ain't got
That's
no.
why I call them niggas kittens only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah, he
boy
ain't got no
a
Niggas
fool.
ain't
business
lions
being-
no more.
he-
Yo, they been lost. They niggas.
He don't got no business being
down to
lineal.
kittens.
That boy a
Nah.
fool. He said
He don't got no
kittens
business
only.
being no lineal champion right now.
One drunk as hell, and the other one's beating up transsexuals. Nigga, stay where y'all at.
Oh, God. What?
Slick, what's this crazy talk I'm hearing you say that Erickson Lubin should be fighting Fondora?
Fucking right.
Where'd you get
He
that?
fought his way all the way back up to get to that.
Fundora
Right.
dropped him like
And they,
four
Yeah,
and they
times.
keep,
yeah,
they
Yeah,
keep
his face
stepping
hanging.
over him, bro.
The beating Fundora put on Lubin. You want to see that again, bro?
I'm saying he fought his way back up to get to that. That's the name of the game. Just because you
He
you
earned
lost, he earned to get back to that. And then he was
Bowerchuck's
supposed to have a
the
fight, and they
interim
took him
champ.
out
Lubin,
that fight.
I stay way away from that tall cheat code, motherfucker.
I'm just saying he wanted it though. Like you gotta remember, he didn't want to expose the man. He gave the man like he made Fondora look vulnerable. He showed that he could be beat.
It was the dude who dropped him and made him look vulnerable. With
Nah,
overhand,
and he was the reason
right?
he went in.
Overhand, right.
And he the reason.
Fondora
And peep
turned
it
that
though.
motherfucker to an avatar.
He the reason he went in.
Tim deserved that fight more. I ain't gonna say Tim deserves it more, but I wish they would have had Tim in the contract.
Yeah, no, I wish.
Champ, man.
No, I wish he
shoulda
was
had Tim
there.
in the contract for that rematch.
No, I wish Tim would got his, but I'm just saying Erickson Lubin.
Yeah, then he do.
Not
Like,
counting him out.
He didn't fought
He
two
should have been
title
there.
eliminators. For
If
shit.
any, if before Earl, if it wasn't Tim, it damn sure wasn't supposed to be Earl.
That's
Well,
fact.
that's
John
the
Sean
point, isn't it?
boxing.
It should be anyone else but Errol.
Fact.
Really.
What? Yeah, anybody else but Earl, right?
You know, as though because
Shout out to
obviously the
John
plan
Sean
was
Boxing in the
after that
chat.
Mendoza
Robert
fight
sounds like
to
a
head
pissed off
overseas and
Earl sexual.
probably start
Facts.
their
Facts.
future.
It's big facts, John Sean. Big facts.
At the time now to
But see,
make the
now
fight.
for me though, this is gonna tell me the story about what I believe happened with Al Heyman and Tim Tszyu, because now you saying he can't fight in August, but you gonna let him fight the very next month about this
Well,
injury.
If it's not against a PBC fighter, remember this conversation I was having with you guys in RC and saying, look, I'm just not convinced, and I was happy to be wrong and still wrong. No Limit and Glenn Jennings have been for 12, 18 months saying, yes, they've got a partnership with PBC, but they're not, they don't have to always fight for PBC every single time. So if when they name his opponent for the 22nd of September, if that's not a PBC guy, well, that fight that he owes Al just needs to come at some time rather than the next fight or the fight after that.
For me, if that whoever they name, if he's a bum, that answers my question.
I don't think he will be. Well,
If he a bum,
He gonna fuck around and fight Lubin.
they duck. They made sure he ducked Virgil if he's fighting a bum the next month.
Who? Tim Tszyu?
Yeah.
If he don't fight Virgil, it's gonna be motherfucking. No, Virgil fighting already though, bruh.
Yeah, he already fighting. But I'm saying the only reason why he's not fighting Tim Tszyu is because Tim Tszyu pulled out of that fight because of the doctor's note. But now
Okay.
he's
yeah.
saying Tim Tszew's got to fight the very next month.
I'm looking at
Yeah,
it. I swear to
yeah.
God, I'm looking at it right now. He ain't bullshitting. It's live right now. Him and his brother go fight on the 22nd. It's a Sunday.
Yeah,
up there.
that's duck sauce, man. You know I'm gonna call it like it is, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
rock
But
with
I think he's
Tszyu.
gonna fight Lubin. Watch, it's gonna be
This is
Lubin.
duck sauce.
Rumor
Now, if
has
it's
it
Erickson
that
Lubin, I can dig it.
I bet you it's gonna be Lubin, bro.
But if
Well,
it's somebody
Lubin,
not a
I think
PBC
it's
fighter
Lubin.
or a real contender, it's duck sauce.
I think it's gonna be Lubin, probably.
Well,
He
Lubin
deserves-
priced himself
They
out
owe
of the fight
Lubin.
because remember it was supposed to be Erickson Lubin fighting Tim Tszyu.
Exactly.
On the first Amazon Prime, right? But rumors over here saying that Erickson Lubin hadn't been keeping himself in shape, and second of all, priced himself out of that fight.
Now watch this.
So-
Coach Cunningham on Twitter. I remember that. He went. You can still find it on his Twitter. Coach Cunningham on Twitter. Erickson Lubin's coach said, "How the hell we could price a fight out that we never got a contract on?" Swear to God, that's what he tweeted out. As soon as that narrative came out, he put that shit and said, "We need to get a contract."
What'd you say, Fifth?
Coach Cunningham on his Twitter, when that news came out saying that Erickson Lubin priced himself out, Coach Cunningham took to his Twitter and was like, "How can we price ourselves out on a fight that we never got a contract on?"
Oh yeah, I remember that. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was weird, but that was the narrative going around saying that Erickson Lubin had priced himself out. But Cunningham was like, "We never got the contract."
So we all unanimous agree it's gonna probably be Erickson Lubin.
I think it's gonna be Lubin, bro. I hope
That
it
makes
is.
most-
I hope it is.
But it still sucks because now you basically saying I've got to fight another title eliminator versus
Yeah, he
the
done
last
what?
nigga to hold
How
the
many
belt.
Lubin done fought? Like 2 of them
That's
motherfuckers
because the
already.
crooked
3?
ass PBC then jump Spence to the top of the damn line, man. It ain't fair. We talked about that shit, man. They always making moving parts and giving this dude extra shots, bro, because they want to get that meal ticket back.
Yeah.
I hope
don't
he
think
fight
it's gonna
Lubin.
be against Lubin.
We know
though.
Tim Tszyu should really be getting an immediate rematch with Sebastian Fundora. That's what really should be happening right
Yeah,
now. How
facts.
jumped in out of nowhere is completely unfair, and that's the bullshit politics of boxing.
Hal
You
trying
see
to
what
get him
Rob
right.
said in the
On
chat?
it,
Yeah,
when
I
they
seen
put
him.
the
Listen to your
duck sauce
advisor.
on they put you in there with somebody that you can look good against. They finna put Tim Tszyu in there with somebody he can look good.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna
get
be
him back
Erickson.
good.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wishful thinking, man. I'm hoping.
I think it's
Fingers
gonna be
crossed.
somebody like DJ talking about from their, it ain't even gonna be no PBC fighter. It's gonna be somebody Tim can go in there and just wash to keep him relevant.
Well, is Lubin with PBC?
Yeah.
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 Well, there you go. Maybe that just does honour the final fight for PBC. I don't know, but 54 is awesome. I mean, you can just roll the dice and put two blokes together, and you know you're going to get a half decent fight or a really, really good one.
Nikita fighting on August 28th. That's a Wednesday over there.
All right, fellas. All right, so last topic. And this is a good one. I look for this one. I thought about this one.
Okay.
Is the O in boxing hurting the sport? GMT, take it away.
Fuck no. Get out there and beat their ass. Fuck no.
Because if you think about it, we had some back in. We've been watching boxing in
that's
the
Lincoln. That's
late
linked.
80s.
That's
There were
linked.
some great fighters who had losses
Yeah,
on their record.
but you asked if the O hurting the sport. You asked if the O hurting the sport. The people that's protecting that O is hurting the sport. But by you having an O in the sport, okay, because if you have an O and you doing your thing, you protecting your O.
That's
You know
what I
I'm
mean.
saying?
The fact that everybody's protecting their undefeated records. Is
But if you pad in stats, yeah, this sucks. Like, cause you're not really fighting no real competition
like
at that
Boots
point.
Ennis. Boots Ennis is a great example of this.
I don't think Boots padding stats. Boots just up and coming, bro. Like people want to rush him to fight.
That nigga got 30 wins against all bums, bro. What are you talking about?
That's the but that's the I'm saying. But I'm saying,
Thomas
dog.
Delorme, bro. Thomas Delorme, come on, man.
I'm saying though, you got to think about this though, bro. What I'm saying, everybody has a beginning to their journey. You know what I'm saying? And these guys today, quiet as kept. You're not gonna hear none of these cats like motherfucking. For instance, Canelo. Well, yeah, 60-something fights now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Against 45 bums.
You probably can go back and recognize 18 of them, and don't know. The rest of them gonna say Tijuana. These guys build their resumes up for the TV, so they go out there now, and then I mean, just bullshit fights, trash cans, and they go for the TV, so it look good. But their journey really don't start till they hit about 20 fights, 25 fights, and that's just it. That's just the norm now. That's why I say, like, when I be talking about Boots, they be like, he got 30 fights though. I be like, dude, really? if you go look at his resume, count how many fighters you know on there. That's where his journey started at. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why I'm not in a rush for the man to really be getting in the ring with a bunch of people like that. So I don't think he padding his stats. He padded his stats in the beginning, but right now he's on TV, he trying to get this competition. I don't think he's doing that. It's other people that did that. They chose a certain route and they on TV and constantly fighting. You understand what I'm saying? Like Tank. Tank ain't fought a pound for pound nigga yet. Who has he fought pound for pound?
Nobody, baby.
That's padding stats.
Santa Cruz pound for pound.
That's but he was a 126 pound. I'm talking about in his weight class, bro.
I mean, I still believe he should have been on the pound for pound list.
You know, at the end of the day, he ain't fought one though, and he was a champion at 126.
Great, bro.
Yeah, at 126.
When you look at all of the top guys we thought with the top lightweights, they all mixed it up with each other except for Tank.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Now he's on this marquee march. Now they feel like he's ready to go on this tirade. You get what I'm saying? And that's cool. You get what I'm saying? But this is their way now. Remember, I was just telling y'all, shit weird now. I mean, the game and change is different. You know what I'm saying? So they wait till they feel like they're ready. Now he like, okay, my next 6 to 10 fights, maybe. He say 6, but I'm saying 10. Gonna be all people we may want to see him. Then he retires. You know?
Man, I rock with Tank. But you know me, man, I gotta keep.
But the
funky.
truth though, he hasn't fought a pound for pound fighter. But that's what I would be called. That's what I'd be calling padding stats. When you bring in people like you brought up Leo Santa Cruz, he was 126. Hector Garcia did an Urkel on that nigga. Fuck it, he got hit. He said, you know what? I'm gonna take this shit. I'm going home. I'm still champ down. I'm going back down where I'm still champion. You understand what I'm saying? That's padding stats to me, because you pick these guys because they're champions. Or you pick them because they have a name in their respective weight class and people know who they are. You see what I'm saying? But do they fight where you're at, where you're going to have the advantage? No, they don't. So, you know what I mean? Some people do and some people don't. So in some instances, the people who pad stats, I feel like maybe it's not the right term. I don't know. But yeah, that in that sense, that's when it, you know, when you so hard up on your O like that and you willing to just fight nobodies and be on TV. Yeah, that hurts the sport a bit. Because the annoyance set in. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, when this cat gonna fight somebody, bro? It's fun watching you knock these dudes up, but after a while, it's like, dog, this shit starting to look a little too easy.
And especially, man, if you got a belt, that's when the training wheel's supposed to be off, bro.
You know and I think that's part of the reason why he won't bring. They don't bring it out.
Beat Pedraza, the training wheel supposed to came off right then.
Yep.
See, the training wheels came off for Devin when he got the email belt. People gave him a shit about the email belt, but he was steady stepping up every fight.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I respected about him until he faced adversity and showed what a clown he is.
I always took up for Dev. Now I used to be on me all the time for that.
Everybody went already?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's on you, Heavy.
Yeah, now so for me, when I look at the big picture, I'll say yes, right? Because it's such a crazy selling point, right? People want to protect that because they believe that'll keep them in the conversations for the big fights and being in, you know, that marquee position.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, for us, we know that just doesn't matter, man. You know what I mean? When you look at all of the greats, man, they all eventually lost and was able to come back. And for me, that's a big part of the sport, man. Being able to go down, you know what I mean? Be down, lose, and then you have that redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, you see those underdog stories, you know what I mean? Where niggas lost and they got to they on that comeback trail. To me, that's just a big part of the sport, man, and inspiration and everything that embodies. So yeah, when I look at the big picture, I would have to say yes.
Let me say this though. Can I say one little piece? Promise it's gonna be little. Right there where he said that part of the sport is when you fall, you come back. And I love seeing those type of stories, right? But did y'all just hear how I had to fight with telling y'all Erickson Lubis fought his fucking way to come back to get that goddamn fight? But people don't recognize that. They shit on that because the first thing somebody said, he got his ass whooped by Fundora. Nobody wants to see that.
And that's what I say. That's why I say yes, it hurts the sport.
Man.
Yeah. 913?
Man, it hurts the sport. That shit hurts the sport. Just like Hev, your boy, Washington, D.C., DMV guy, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes, sir.
Duran won. What made him so great was he came back and made him say the no mas.
Yeah,
No
man,
mas,
quit.
baby.
You know what I'm saying? But this day and age, man, not only is it the O that's getting put up on a pedestal, but it's the damn rematch too. Now niggas is ducking out of the rematch.
Right.
Fuck. Because there's no way in hell Tim Zudon's supposed to be fighting Fundora next.
That's fact.
Period. And you know, we waited like a whole year, but shit, Spence should have fought Crawford.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Fundora should be fighting Tim Zissou. But you know, they for dangling, and it's just all this shit that they doing, man, to try to maximize the dollar. You know what I'm saying? But they not maximizing the legacy.
Yeah.
Fuck if you lost 15 times, nigga. If you Lennox Lewis this shit, like Lennox Lewis got knocked out twice in his career and came back and knocked them niggas out.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck if you got knocked out, get your ass back in there, boom, boom, boom. See, they maximizing money, but they're not maximizing legacy. And that's just the whole thing.
I like the way you put that. That's
Totally
right.
agree. That was a great point. Great points from all of y'all. DJ?
I don't necessarily get all twisted up if a boxer is trying to protect the O and telling their management staff and their promoter, you know, to give them easier fights, and because they'll never be remembered as Hall of Famers or pound for pound. What does piss me off is if the promoter is protecting the O and not allowing the boxer, if there's a boxer in the stable saying, give me the best fights, give me the hardest fights, give me the best challenges, and the promoter saying, no, you're not ready, or whatever that might be, I reckon that really does hurt the sport. So the promoter should never be in control of protecting the O, and if that's happening, and I'm sure it is, to 913's point about, you know, the dollars, that definitely does hurt the sport. If a boxer doesn't want the hardest challenges, we'll say be it. You know, you're never going to be able to force them into that position, and their record and their legacy will reflect that. But if the promoter's holding them back just to try and get extra dollars on the O, then that's definitely hurting the sport.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. All right, here's my problem with the whole I gotta be undefeated thing. I don't think it's the boxers that's the problem with that. I think it's the fans. I think the fans are too hard on these fighters for losing. Way too hard. Like, you know what I mean? I think that the best fighters are the ones that could come back from losses. If you're great enough to never lose, then goddamn, you're the man, and more power to you. But some of my favorite fighters in history have lost before, and they came back twice as good each time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a good example, you know what I mean, to use. But my favorite example to use about somebody coming back in devastating fashion, and I know y'all gonna laugh when y'all hear this, is, you know, Roy Jones, Montel Griffin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
great
You got
example.
Anthony Joshua.
That was a perfect example.
You know what I mean? Of what you do when you lose to somebody you ain't supposed to lose to them. You're supposed to come out and completely blitz their ass in 5 seconds. So I think the fact that the fans be so hard on these boxers about losing fights, it makes other fighters scared to lose their O, which is making them fight once a year. You know what I mean? We don't get the 2-3 fights a year no more. I'm happy with 2 fights a year. We get 1 maybe, if that, and then you got niggas. Then that's when you get niggas like RC, like, when the last time Terence Crawford fight? See, that's why, because A, people don't want to fight these guys, the ones that don't never lose, and B, they're scared to lose. You know what I mean? So if they going up against a potential opponent that could beat them, they're not gonna say, I don't want to fight him. You know what I mean? They'll just avoid him so they don't lose. So I think that is detrimental.
Same,
you know what I mean?
As excuse too.
Where
Bro.
I think
My
it's
timing was off.
sport. You know, I think more people should go in there and bear down. Not give a damn about the O. You know what I mean? It's about legacy to me. That's how I feel.
I think Mayweather just set that bar real high, and everybody trying to live up to that. And that
Like,
bar
he said it
is
dumb high.
imaginary. But the thing was, he never was trying to set a bar. That bar is imaginary, bro. That bar has always be there to not be beat. You see what I'm saying? It's just now to turn to more so I want to be like him. You know what I mean? Like,
that
everything
was
about
Mayweather's
him.
journey, bro. Everybody's journey is not going to be the same.
Right.
Bottom line.
These guys should go out there and fight. And like I say, it's not that you lost. It's how you lost. That's all. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could have a damn good fight and lose. That does not mean you garbage. You go be in demand and be synced again. Look at Eastside Cruz ass.
Shit,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
Wayne just
Look
got
at
against the dude from New Zealand. What's his name to beat Wilder? He dropped him twice, but he lost. But I thought that was still a good performance.
yeah, like you get one.
Joseph Parker.
Yeah, Joseph Parker. So I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, it's a plethora of fighters out there that lost to somebody and went on and had tremendous careers. It's just
Well, sometimes you got to learn lessons the hard way.
right,
Sometimes you get
Bernard
beat.
Hopkins lost his first pro fight.
right. Yep.
I think I think we got time for one more, fellas. Y'all got time for one more question?
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, one more for me and I'm out.
The Rougarou is back
Mm-hmm.
versus Jack Catterall, who's coming off a pretty upset win. He wasn't supposed to beat Josh Taylor. Nobody had him beating Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? Jack Catterall beats Rougarou, and the winner gets Liam Paro. How y'all feel about that?
I like it. I like
DMT,
it.
take it away, bro.
I like it. I just don't know who's gonna win it. I don't know who's gonna win that fight. Honest to God, that's one of the ones where I'm just gonna sit there and
That's
watch
a hard one, ain't it?
It's a hard one for me because the Jack Catterall ain't the Jack Catterall that fought Josh Taylor the first time. It was clear to see how he gassed himself out. You know, all the moving and running around. It's just not him no more. And then, you know, Rougarou is Rougarou. You know what I mean? He gonna come do what he do and fight, come forward. But I don't know who's gonna edge that on out. I don't know. I said honest, this is one of the ones where I just don't know who to pick. I don't. It's too even for me.
Facts. Heavy.
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one. Now, Regis say, you know, everybody was talking shit about his footwork, so he's been working on his footwork. And to me, Jack Catterall is as slick as they come. I like that style of Jack Catterall and I didn't think it was much of a contest in that second fight with Josh Taylor. I mean, you know, let me say this. I thought Jack Catterall won clearly. And I think that's going to be a tough style again for Regis Prograis against what I consider to be a really, really slick fighter with some decent. Now the tank of Jack Catterall is the big question mark for me because that could help Rougarou in those later rounds for sure. Because one thing Regis does have is a gas tank that helped him in the Josh Taylor fight as well. So I kind of agree with Slick on this one, man. That's a hard one to call, but if you put a gun to my head, maybe I'm tripping, man, but I think Jack Catterall probably beats the little longer tooth Regis Prograis.
You know, coming off a loss against the kind of the same style, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. 9-1-3. Go ahead, brother.
Same thing, bro. This is one of them fights where I'm checking up under the hood. You know, I want to see how much Regis got left in him. You know, you remember he's coming off a loss and he just got dropped by a feather-fisted motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see, okay, how much does he really have left? You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for him, actually, but I don't know. So I'm going to just fall back on this one and watch a good fight. If it's good, hopefully it's good.
Yeah, this was a good one, man. I got my niggas stumped. DJ.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking.
See, what normally happens, Punch, is this is one of those examples. If I've got no place to form an opinion, which I don't on this one, I need to go and do some homework. That's what happens here. I go away and do homework. I remember the question and I'll come back to look.
All right.
I appreciate that.
I could
probably
add
would have
this.
watched
That's a
both of
solid ass
those
question,
fight.
though, my nigga.
It is,
God
for
damn,
real.
that was loaded.
See, all right, so what I think about this fight is I think Regis got a lot to prove after this one because after what Devin Haney did to him, what he land? 40 punches the whole fight? If that?
Something like that, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that you can see that did a number on his confidence, you know what I mean? So I want to see if I think that's why he took Catterall. This, like, you know what I mean, to prove that he cut off the ring. Bouncing off what GMT said, to prove that all the things that happened to him in that fight won't happen to him again, because you got dropped by Devin Haney, bro, and it's hard to get dropped by somebody who hit that soft. So I want to see more, but like I think that Catterall, I agree with Heavy. I think Catterall's gonna pull this out, bro. He looked pretty sharp against Taylor.
Let me add this. It could be Catterall looked sharper against Josh Taylor because that wasn't the Josh Taylor that he fought. right? Even though I felt like Catterall won that first one, it still was a close bout. Jack
Yeah.
Catterall gas tank has always been a problem, right? It's the later rounds is his problem. Now to Rougarou, to that knockdown, he walked into a flash knockdown. You see what I'm saying? That's all it was. He wasn't hurt. He was trying to rush the boy, and he got caught like anybody could. So it wasn't nothing really like where, oh my God, it was he walked into that punch and he sat his ass down. That's what happened. He got his ass up. You know, shit, it is what it is. But if you take the Rougarou that fought Josh Taylor, I think Catterall gonna be in trouble. But I don't know if we're gonna have that Rougarou because that Rougarou should have beat Devin.
Hey,
This is a
have you
much
dropped
older
the old
Rougarou
dude
now. What
before?
year was that?
You
Rougarou
understand what I'm
fought
saying?
Have you
Taylor?
ever
That
dropped
was-
That's
the
what
old
I'm
dude?
saying. That's why I went from there. That Rougarou that fought Taylor, that common
That
opponent.
was prime Rougarou.
Exactly. And if Rougarou still had that, he should have beat Devin. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But then I see Catterall the
Regis went
second
down
time.
like an old nigga though, bro.
Yeah,
He went
stiff.
down. He kind of crumbled.
He crumbled
didn't
like it was
take the-
stiff.
Yeah, kind of like in stages.
Mhm. And then
Old ass.
and then
Catterall, he got some IQ with him, man. So
yeah.
you seen what a boxer can really do, a really superior boxer can do versus Rougarou. And I just think Jack Catterall is a really, really, really good boxer, man.
And he real
I don't
crafty in the inside too. I gotta give him that.
Rougarou. I don't think he retires him, but I think he edges him out.
He
It's
might.
gonna take somebody
He might.
with some power to retire Rougarou.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I was mad we didn't get to see that Matias fight because Matias versus Rougarou was just so fun to be an action-packed slugfest, but we ain't get it.
That would have been. They'd have been in
No.
the middle ring fighting. Squab.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm about to get off, fellas. This was a great show. I appreciate all y'all coming on, and y'all got anything to say before?
Yeah, hey, I got
take it
something
off?
to say.
Go ahead, Heavy.
Punch and Nine, fuck both of y'all. Because when I started doing lives, I was up here talking to myself for a long time.
Oh my nigga.
I mean, just talking to my damn self starting out, man. So to have this kind of support starting out, that's dope. But fuck y'all at the same time. But
Damn,
I'm
man.
happy.
I don't think I knew you then.
Hey.
I'm catching it straight, goddamn me. What the fuck?
Oh no, I said Nine and Punch.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
are as good as me.
As soon as I started my channel, you popped up and you was the first ones I reached out to, bro. I knew we was gonna be cool. I see that. Like, this is the nigga I'm gonna build a network with right here. Look where we at.
Hey, let's go and call
Yeah.
it. This is the network, goddamn me.
Right,
This is the
right.
new foundation. Y'all gotta follow everybody. Make sure you subscribe to everybody from GMT Boxing, Heavy Bad, Punch Drunk, 913 Boxer. I gotta write that
Hey,
down right.
man, yeah, 913. You had a podcast the other day, nigga. I missed it. I was pissed. I was watching it like, damn, man, I'm on the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
hey,
make sure you tune in all
You
of
got
us.
niggas' numbers?
Like, add 913.
Well, we gotta
to the
add.
group
Yeah, we
chat,
gotta
fella.
add. Matter of fact, let me do it. I've been meaning to do this shit.
We gotta add everybody into one. Join
Well,
in.
or-
No, Slick, you do it, cause
I don't know how to do
I
it.
ain't
I don't know how to do that shit. Y'all be doing that and it just pop up on my phone like, oh, okay, this is what we doing.
let me
No.
see.
I just started
I'm
one
not-
with the niggas who numbers I know.
Okay, that's the problem then.
All right, hold on,
Hey,
I'm
Nine,
trying.
while I've got
add
you, I actually
Mhm.
went and did the homework, right, on Cambosis Haney, fight one. Remember we were having that discussion? You reckon that Cambosis should have won that? You
Yeah.
must have been on the beers that day.
I was
Mate,
drunk
look,
as shit, but
I
answered
watched no, nothing landed. That was the thing. He was actually busy with counter punching, but nothing landed clean.
I don't know. I was drunk that night. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it.
Mate, he swung that hard, he nearly went through the ropes, George Cambosis. Massive big air swing, big hook, missed everything and nearly tripped through the ropes. Man, Haney had him easy that night.
What I
That's-
seen was he answered
Yeah,
everything.
Andy was on his game that night.
That's what's up though. DJ went and watch that motherfucker. DJ go
That's my
DJ
dog,
gonna be
man.
talking that shit one day. He gonna come this
Hey,
motherfucker.
Matter of fact, DJ, you got
gonna
what's
get, we gonna get DJ up to par. Don't worry.
Yeah, DJ gonna be coming one day talking big shit. One day we go like, what the fuck?
DJ, you got WhatsApp, bro? DJ?
I think I've got it on my iPhone, but I just haven't turned it on. What I'll do,
Yeah, because
what
I
I'll
gotta
do
get.
is,
I gotta be able to
next
call
live.
your ass.
Yeah, next live, what I'll do here in the back chat somewhere, next live
Yeah.
that you allow me to join, I'll just put some contact details in there in the private chat, and you can use that
Yeah,
as you see
email
fit.
or
But I
something.
got to
Alright,
tell
bet.
you,
All right.
I actually like the idea of just coming in like a bit of a sniper, just to interrupt. the live.
Right.
But
Hell
no,
yeah.
I wanted to get your contact, man, because I've been meaning to. I wanted you to do a drop for my channel, man. So if you don't mind,
Oh yeah, I made a new one, bro. I got you. I gotta send it to you.
yeah, Punch. I appreciate that, man. I was trying to get DJ to do one too. You know what I mean, that'd be super dope.
Yeah,
What do you mean
I got to
by
rap with
drop?
you about how to get that shit coming
Just
in
so we're
quick.
talking the same language.
You know how I start some of my lives, and you got everybody saying heavy bag boxing and just kind of shouting out the channel.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a drop.
That's easy as shit.
Yeah.
Just support yourself, saying get in here. And hit
I
this
want
goddamn
one, man. I gotta learn
Yeah,
how to
right.
do that shit.
Let them know where you
too.
from, where you watching from. You know what I'm saying?
I'll even put my big boy pants on for that one.
My man. All right, guys, I got to get the hell up out of
All
here,
right.
man. I
All
appreciate
right, I'm
y'all,
about
man.
to wrap it up. All right,
My
man.
guys.
Thank y'all all for coming on to the panel tonight, man. I'm gonna try to get this done once a week. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always dig up some interesting topics for us to talk about. Like tonight, I had a blast doing this with y'all. Everybody have a good night. Nobody else got no more shout outs before I signed off.
I do. Hey, Punchline, hit that goddamn bell. Make sure it's white or black. It don't matter. Hit it. Make sure it's white or black because he lying. You don't never know when he gonna go live. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You understand me? And everybody you see up here from Heavy Bag, GMT, 913 Boxer. You understand me? And maybe one day DJ gonna have one too. Until then, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, support, and it's free. Totally free. I promise you. You understand? Y'all be easy. Be
Big
blessed.
facts.
And I'm Punch Drunk 412. This is the rest of the panel. More coming soon.
Salute.
Deuces.